What's up, family? Welcome to Mini Bytes session 71, and today's topic is internal possessions. My name is Erin McCluskey, and I'm an executive coach. I work with executives who are looking to redefine their personal and professional definitions of success. We connect wellness and performance, and I also teach individuals how to the language of self-care. So thanks for being here today. By the way, side note, enrollment is now closed for the September mindset and performance course, and be on the lookout for enrollment options for upcoming courses. So, session 71, internal possessions. This particular theme was, in fact, inspired by has a religious undertone. So, in the Bible, it talks about letting go of all of one's possessions to be a follower of Christ. And those of you who have never read the Bible or are not familiar, there are parts of the Bible that talks about an individual letting go of their possessions in order to be a follower of Christ. And, it's interesting because my interpretation of that was, for the longest time, that it taught poverty in the sense of people who had things and stuff needed to let go of those things and stuff in order to be a truly good human, basically, because being a follower of Christ in the Bible, it means to say in a lot of ways just being a good human, being the best person you can be, loving bigger, being kind to your neighbor, doing all the things that the stories talk about Jesus Christ doing. And it turns out that the Bible is, when it tells the story, and it's not to be taken literally, it doesn't mean getting rid of the things and stuff. And I believe this is a misperception that a lot of people have when it comes to what it takes to be a good human. I believe that this is a misperception that a lot of people think people who have money and things and stuff are not inherently good people, or they can't be good people because money equals greed and money equals selfishness and self-centeredness. And that is, in fact, not the case. And, as it relates to the Bible reading or the teachings in the Bible, it is also not the case. In fact, the original disciples of Jesus were very poor. They were very poor Jewish people that had very few things. And so a lot of these teachings were meant for the individuals of that time. And so literally they had nothing to let go of. So what is it that was being talked about as far as internal, or as far as possessions? And I gave it away. The conversation and the teaching was around internal possessions. So not the external things that we have, not the fancy car and the fancy house and the lovely photographs from Italy. No, it's not talking about those external possessions. It's talking about the things that we possess inside of us, the things that we hold on to inside of us, that in one sense of faith or religion, in one denomination, talks about in order to be a follower of Christ, in order to be the best person you can be, in order to be a good human, you've got to let go of those internal possessions. That's what these teachings are all about. So that's what I really want to focus on today, because I believe that I personally can say historically I was not a lot of times it took me a while to recognize that having the things and the stuff didn't automatically make me a bad person, and I didn't have to try harder to be a good person because I had the things and the stuff. What I will say is having the things and the stuff distracted me from recognizing what I was hanging on to or possessing internally, which really doesn't surprise me in the slightest, because that is the intention of the forces of evil that are out to separate us from self. And I've talked about this before. We are at war between good and evil. That is something that I am not the first person to say that. And so the forces that distract us want us to focus on the external things and stuff. And the forces that distract us want us to focus on the external things and stuff and say, well, I have external things and stuff, so I can't very well be a good person because I have these things unless I get rid of all of these things. And some of us get rid of all of the things and stuff thinking that that's what makes us a good person. And we even go as far as to judge other people with things and stuff and say, oh, they have things and stuff, so they are just not good people. The flip side is individuals who believe that things and stuff make us bad people, so they do not acquire things and stuff in the first place. They say, nope, I don't want the things and the stuff because I am a good human. Well, the fact of the matter is, all of everything I just said in the last 30 seconds is a distraction. It's a distraction from the things that we're really possessing, that we're really holding on to inside. the darkness that we're holding on to inside, the things that we put first, the self-centered ways that we put first, the things that we focus on that are not good for us, the things that we protect. People protect addiction. People protect secrecy in their partnerships. They protect infidelity. They protect judging thoughts of self and others. So there are these things that we possess internally. These are truly the things that are meant to be released. The things and the stuff are fine. Nothing wrong with it at all. It's the internal possessions that are important for us to pay attention to and allow to fall away as we are ready to allow these things to fall away, because we can't rush that either. And as we continue to allow these things fall away, it's not that we become better people per se, but it allows us to more fully show up as the best version of self. So, internal possessions. Love you all. Until the next time.